everyone, and welcome back to yet another exciting episode of Up Next. My name is Carrie. I'm here with Kalen.
And today we're bringing the energy.
Woo! We're back in the old studio.
Ooh, who could have foreseen this? Yeah, we're
here.
I don't know how else to say it. We're here today. We will probably be back at our home studio soon, but the satellite studio, as some have called it. Anyway, but we have the same high quality of the highest ilk selections of music that I think you should listen to.
We took a week off. We're back. I think all of my selections, I think the idea was to do like some from last week and some from this week, but I think all of mine are from Halloween and all of Carrie's are from this past Friday.
Wait, because I didn't even think about that. I didn't even look at the Halloween sheet for my Up Next pick.
Well, let's just keep on trucking.
I know. I think we should. I think we should keep on trucking.
I think that works out quite nicely that I have 3 from Halloween and you have 3 from this week.
I love that. Let's roll with it. You go first. You go first.
All right, great. I'm going to talk about the album that I was most excited for, that I've listened to almost nonstop since its release on Halloween, that faithful day 2 weeks ago. I'm talking about You Are Being Watched by 1-800-PAIN. 1-800-PAIN is an artist that is a little bigger than what we would normally cover, but I have loved them for many years, and I feel that they are still extremely underrated for how banging their music is.
Right. I would say for how much it hits, they have a disproportionately low monthly listener level. It's still like 80,000 or something. Like, it's not nothing, but it's like, I just feel like with where pop and rap is right now.
Get those numbers up. Get those numbers up.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with the musical stylings of 1-800-PAIN, it is like hard techno, noise, rage, rap. It is sort of internet-y. It has this sort of like hyper-pop attitude to
it's
it.
Definitely like from that, yeah.
But it does it in a way that is so smart and elevated, and there's like an awareness of these references that they're pulling, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's something that they've always done since their first record, Best House on a Bad Block.
Is it almost like post-ironic or something?
It's a little bit, and I think it also takes cues from like Plunderphonics without...
I think so, yeah.
They do some stuff that is like lifting like a riff or like a chorus or something from another song and just putting it in there. There's a lot of like, I don't know if this is the right term, but like interpolation.
Ooh,
where it's like, for example, on this record, they do like Daft Punk's Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger, but we're just like changing the words.
Yeah, I see. I think that would be interpolation. Not Harder, Better, if you're changing the words. No, but there's a ton of songs like that.
Right.
You recognize a few of them.
Or even they do like Azalea Banks, like I'm a Ruin You Cunt. But it's like, instantly if you know that reference, it's like, oh,
but it's not literally Plunderphonics because they're just sort of taking that melody or rhythm or idea. They're not like actually taking a bite from the song most of the time. Yeah. They also sample, but
it's very transformative.
But it definitely pulls from Plunderphonics in that way. I thought the same thing listening to it. I love this album, yeah.
And it bangs. It's all bangers. I mean, the way that they've kind of evolved from their first 2 albums, I feel like this is a little less noisy. Some of the songs are a little more like straightforward verse chorus instead of just being like total chaos the whole time. Which I think, I like that in this case, I guess. I think I just like the album a lot. So.
We often talk about like once artists have a popular album, what they can do next with it,
Yeah.
And so you can like, it sounds so silly and almost diminutive to explain it this way, but I'm like, you could go like faster or you could go like slower. We talked recently about the Girls Rituals album, who is also sort of ironic internet type production. And with her recent project, feeling this sense of maturity in songwriting and stuff. And I feel like that's a really sensible direction. But yeah, you either zoom in or zoom out.
It's like there are some like higher concepts here. Even like the first track on here, totally. War Crimes, is the context of being like, there's some like horrorcore stuff happening. And so it's putting these recurring themes in rap music about like being evil and killing people, but in the context of the United States imperialist war machine.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. So it's a little bit higher level on some of those things, but we still have just classic, I don't know. I kind of lost my train of thought there. Sorry.
Hell yeah.
But basically, hell yeah. I feel like
it
was good and I liked it. I feel like I had one more point. Oh yeah. I feel like saying like they figured out the formula can also come across as diminutive as well.
Yeah.
And I don't want to put it like that necessarily, but it's like they've really figured out like what works. They have such a unique production style, but it'll also kind of remind you of artists like Death Grips or like Machine Girl. It's just that like heavy electronic stuff. A little bit of like Bjork too. This is also very experimental in that way as well. It's crazy. I love this record. I feel like I've talked a lot about it and said enough. I go listen to it.
Hell yeah.
What do you got, Carrie?
Yay! My first album that I've picked for this week is Yenbett by Noura Mint Seymali. This is some really beautiful, kind of psychedelic West African funk, also some blues and folk tied in there as well. It's a great mix. Noura is a Mauritanian singer, which is an area in West Africa, and so it has some historical and poetic roots too, but there's a really fun energy to the music, and it was good and I liked it. I don't like 1-800-PAIN. You really went deep, and I'm like, this album is really pretty and fun, and I love the singing on it. Yeah.
Sometimes that's all you really need is beautiful singing.
That's what I got this week, yeah.
Straightforward instrumentation, but like classic, timeless pieces, even if it's from like a region that you might not be super familiar with. Like I really don't know this style of African folk music.
A little different in that way, yeah. But still approachable in my opinion.
But it still hits you here.
Yeah, really enjoyable.
Because music speaks.
Well, yeah, and it sort of has that twist of blues as well, which, you know, came around in the U.S., but from African music traditions.
Totally,
and so it's sort of that, like, holding a mirror up to these ideas, and they, like, ricochet back and forth and echo in really cool ways. So I like those, like, recurring historical connections, too, in the music and, like, the poetry, the lyricism as well. Yeah, it comes up a lot in the album. It's cool.
Awesome. And I saw some people talking about this artist too. It sounds like she is very well respected within this like very small scene. And it's great to always learn about more people who have that sort of like rich background that like otherwise go completely under the radar.
Yeah. Hell
awesome. Yeah. I have another album to talk about.
Another?
It's Industrial Appliance by the City Council.
Oh yeah, this one's funny. It's a funny one.
It's a little funny, but also you get the sense that this album was born out of a deep pain and frustration, like much great noise music is. This isn't just pure noise. It's a lot of children's nursery rhymes interspersed with noise music, and I know that might not really sound that fun or interesting to some people. But hear me out. If you haven't heard this like crazy industrial noise punk cover of Row Your Boat, and if you think that that's like not serious or that's not music, just expand your horizons, open your mind, open your ears, and listen to the beautiful outsider-y weirdo sounds of the City Council.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been making a funny face behind you about what you're saying, but
they also got Wheels on the Bus.
The Wheels on the Bus does go crazy, but no, you're absolutely right. And there is something about taking like common nursery rhyme type things that everyone knows and interpolating them, if you will.
It's not just
your
nursery
lens.
rhymes. It's not only nursery rhymes.
I know it's not, but they pull a couple of them, you gotta say. But no, it sounds wild, and I think that's what I mean by it's a funny one. Is that they are taking these like very simple songs and melodies that everyone knows and everyone has known forever.
I feel like this album does a really good job too of capturing what happens in a very good noise set. I was talking in our Discord server recently about my upcoming solo noise set that I'm really nervous about because I've never done one before, which is, I know that's silly anyway. And how I often see some performances that are just people like sitting there twiddling knobs and that's pretty much it. While like the craziest like music is happening coming out of their machines. But this record I think is like the flip side of that. It's that really over the top noise performance art where you're like flailing around and screaming row your boat while you have like crazy shit happening all around you. And I love that. I feel like it's very rare for a noise album to capture what that live performance like actually feels like when you're in the room, and this album does that.
Yeah.
Solid outsider art, what we love to hear at Outside Noise.
Yeah.
This is the outside noise in question.
I like your point about doing something during the live set. Yeah. Getting weird with it. This is some of the weird ones. In a good way. I really liked it. Yeah.
Me too.
It was good and I liked it. Awesome. It's time for my second album, maybe?
Yes.
Great. I'm talking about by P.E. This album is... It sounds really fun and bright and energetic. It's kind of some weirdo pop, very dance party vibes.
Very experimental. I think they call it mutant disco.
Mutant disco, yeah, there's definitely a disco influence here. It's super fun. And yeah, I can see mutant just the way it sort of progresses and leans on some different stuff. I think they're from Brooklyn. A lot of like more experimental stuff just sort of naturally coming from that area for sure. And this is their last album as a group. That is what a lot of the like liner notes jump into and stuff. And so in that way, it's kind of like a celebration of life.
Oh, that's lovely.
Isn't that nice? It's like a party.
And what a fun life it seemed it was.
Yeah,
I'm so sad to come across this band right at the very end of their career, because this is such like weird, sploinky, psychedelic, like bizarro
also
pop
very
dance.
Yeah. And it's got its like fun, chill, spacey moments too. Yeah,
right.
It's definitely got a good sense of pacing. Something I really enjoyed in the liner notes, I found very, very charming, is each member of the band has like what they're moving on to do next. But I think they're like silly jokes.
Yeah, I think one of them is
I don't think any
like,
of these people are doing these careers.
it's like Eliza is ascending to the fifth dimension to play saxophone in a like.
Bob Jones went on a silent meditation and forgot how to speak.
Been there.
Yeah, so that just sort of gives you a taste for their personality, I guess. Yeah, been enjoying the new PE record, for sure.
So good. So much fun. So fun.
Tell me about your last album.
My last album is by INTERPOLATION. It is called Al-Ikhlas. I think I said that correctly. Or Sincerity. This is Islamic dungeon synth. These are classic Islamic tunes, I guess, but set to the timeless vibes of a dungeon synth interpretation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
I don't have too much more to say about it.
We've talked about this before on the project. When it comes to dungeon synth, all you can kind of say is dungeon synth. And if you've heard it before, you know exactly what you're getting into.
I really like this, though, because these are melodies that aren't, like, immediately familiar, at least to me.
Well, they're not that quite like Eurocentric medieval.
Right, yes. A lot of dungeon synth
yeah.
stuff is, just like your classic, like, white medieval fantasy. And so it's always interesting and fun to see someone, like, interpreting that through, like, a different context, through a different historical lens, because there is, like, a very rich Islamic world throughout much of medieval history.
I was going to say, there was more going on.
There's a lot
during those years than just in like England or whatever.
Yeah, I love the like lino cut or like wood cut album cover.
So sick.
I love this sort of world that this artist is creating or hearkening back to. And it looks like this is their first release. So excited to see more stuff in this vein.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed this album too.
Carrie, do you want to wrap us up? You got one more?
I do. I have one last album for us to sort of lull us into the end of our episode here. It's Patience by Devin Shaffer. This is some really, really lovely, soothing, a balm for the soul, dream folk, some lovely acoustic guitar, some harp, piano, things of that nature, even a little pedal steel.
Ooh,
every
I
now
love
and then.
pedal steel.
Yeah.
Love pedal steel.
And some lovely, again, poetic, it bears repeating, poetic singing. It's just a very, very calm little jaunt. I had a lovely time.
I love the vocal treatment on this too. It is, I think that's what kind of takes it into this like dream pop, dream folk kind of space, is how the vocals are treated. It feels very like soft and reverby and spacey.
Dreamy and vintage. I think she talks a lot also about this being kind of a spiritual album in a way too. So there's that like untouchable, ethereal nature about it.
The quintessence.
The quintessence. Oh, callback. The je ne sais quoi.
Oh.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Call back to
Quebec.
Call back to the INTERPOLATION album, the Je ne sais quoi.
Oh.
I don't know if that's allowed.
And call back to Quebec. No, I think we did it.
Okay. Great.
I love it. Yeah, thank you, Devin. Great album. Go listen to Patience. It's like folk, but it's not quite you notice I haven't said slowcore, and this is an album that if it wanted to pitch itself as that, it could, and I kind of respect it more for not. If that makes sense.
I think so. Yeah. And we don't cover a ton of just like vanilla folk stuff on Up Next, and it's always nice to see. I think you had 2 folk projects sneak their way on here.
Yeah, you gotta keep it. What? You gotta keep it moving. Get a little variety in.
Always.
It's kind of funny how the weeks find their own little themes.
And 'tis the season, it is kind of a folk season, folky vibes.
Folk fall. Love it. What are you looking forward to this week? It's already Tuesday. That's okay. I can fill the space. I won a volleyball game yesterday. That was fun. We made it to we usually do 2 out of 3 sets wins. And we made it to the elusive and rare 4th set yesterday. And we made it. We pulled through.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ooh, 4th set. Because you won so hard at the first 2 sets, and then you played an extra set, and then you still played an extra one after that.
Yeah.
Because you're just that good.
It was awesome.
I am excited. There is a show at Cambria on Thursday that I think we'll be going to.
Yeah.
I think we're allowed to say that. Yeah, it's all publicly on Instagram. Yeah, go. Our friends at Tilted Zine are putting it on as well. So love that. Love Tilted. Love Cambria.
It's sure to be a lovely time.
It's gonna rock some certified rock and roll. Awesome.
And yeah, what else? I don't know.
I hope that you are a beautiful listener doing something this week also that you're looking forward to. I hope that you are very excited for us to be back after our break. Do we want to talk about the wedding? Do we have any?
Oh, it was fun. Congratulations, Emily got married.
Don't blow it out.
I'm not going to blow it out. I'm letting the listener listen.
Oh, we have a lovely wood candle. We'll kind of. Don't catch the microphone on fire. Okay. All right.
That's enough of that.
Bye.
Bye.